It's radio personality and mom blogger Kristin Cruz. Kristin, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Now, you have a full plate. You are on a morning show on Coast 103.5.
Yes.
You're blogging, you're hosting, you're doing all sorts of things.
I'm momming.
You're momming, which is a humongous job.
Yeah.
How did you get into all of that?
Well, we know how we got into the momming, so we don't need to go there. I actually have two IVF success stories for my kids. So we did in vitro for both the babies. So that actually was a job to try to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But every day I am on Coast on the morning show. It's the Mark and Kristin show, which is really great to have my name on a show. It feels so wonderful as a woman in this business to have that as something that I can claim. And I got into radio after years of being in the music industry, although I don't talk about it very much because what we really talk about is family life and everyday living and music, of course, entertainment. I do all the gossip reports every hour. I'm always surfing the web, the crazy web.
Yes, the World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web thing to find crazy untruths about celebrities that we love to follow and stalk. So I've got all of that going on. But I actually really started out as a producer in the music video world years back. And after I graduated from LACHSA, the art school, which I just visited a while ago, we did a big dedication for Carolyn's Loft, a new beautiful black box theater that was donated and so generously. I went there, and then I graduated. I went to Cal State LA, and then I moved down to San Diego to start radio. But in between, I was a music video producer, and I represented directors for many years. I started a production company for Quentin Tarantino and Lawrence Bender.
That's crazy.
When I was very young. So that's really where I started. And then I evolved as we do, as women do, as we become moms and everything. We reinvent and we reinvent, and this is one of my lives.
So what was the leap there, though? When you're in the music industry as a producer, how do you jump into hosting? Because that's a little bit different.
Right, it is different. But, the ship started to sink in the music industry. Everybody started to get fired, so I saw the writing on the wall. No, it was good timing, actually. And that is kind of true. I mean, things did change quite a bit in the industry when I left. But really what it came down to was love. I fell in love.
Oh, why do we do that?
I hate that. But my high school sweetheart came back around in my life thanks to classmates.com, which was before everything, before Facebook. Remember that? Classmates, yeah.
Wow.
So we found each other again, and he was a firefighter in San Diego, and my movie that I produced, You Got Served, had just come out. I did a lot of hip hop, and that had just come out, and I was ready to take on my career woman. I was never settling down.
Yes, never going to fall in love. Never have those kids.
I don't need that. I'm not going to kids. That's just an accessory I don't need to wear. And so I was ready to go, and I fell in love, and I gave it all up, and I moved to San Diego because his job was a little bit more important than mine, saving lives and all. And we got married, and I found out there's no production, or not a lot of production in San Diego that I was used to, so I had to find another lot in life, another thing to do.
And here you are. You've done quite well at it.
I did okay.
Yeah.
It worked out all right. Phew!
Well, what's your favorite part of doing the morning show?
Let's see. You know what? The favorite part, I have two things that I think I love the most about this job. One is the people that I get to meet. I am so lucky to be in the mix with so many great people. I mean, I've met incredible celebrities that I get to know by name, and when it's my birthday and Barry Manilow calls and says happy birthday, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Is this real life?
You make him sing. I would do that. I'd be like, just sing me a little Mandy.
Sing me happy birthday. I did the same thing to Stevie Wonder. I could drop names all day long.
I love it.
It's great.
Drop them.
So that was great. Being able to co-host on Regis and Kelly was a huge highlight that would never have happened without this radio job. So that was great to work with Regis Philbin before he left that show. So things like that are great. But the thing that also really gets to me is how many people I'm reaching every day. I can't think about it while I'm doing it, right? Because if you did that, it would freak you out.
Stare at the microphone.
You're like, never mind, turn this thing off.
Yeah.
But when I get to reflect on that, and I do, because that's what keeps me really grounded in, and I get to appreciate what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We're talking to about 6 million people every week, and with iHeartRadio now, we're worldwide.
Everywhere.
We're worldwide. So I'm connecting with all these people, but I'm talking to them while they're just hanging out in their car, stuck in traffic, chilling, nobody else in the car but me and them. And I'm making this connection with so many people. That's powerful. So it's important what we're sharing and what we're saying and what we're doing, and to use that to talk about things that are important to me. And I selfishly do that as much as I possibly can.
But isn't that what we do, though? Is we want to have a voice, and then we want to use that voice to further an education or a cause, or just even to be a role model.
Yes.
If you could put a couple of messages out there with this power that you have in this voice, what would they be?
I don't know. I think from my own experiences, go for your dreams. I always believe you can achieve anything. You can juggle all the balls. You can reinvent yourself. You can do it. I certainly did. I mean, I really, when I moved to San Diego, I had no idea what I was doing with my life. I went back to school. I found humility. I offered to drive the van at a radio station. I was like, give me the keys. Here's my very short resume. I do not work in this industry. Teach me. And from that, I worked really hard and pretty quickly got into a morning radio show in the #1 market in America, which is pretty, So I did luck and hard work together, and the skills that I went back to school and learned. But so I think that which is pretty crazy, because it takes some people years and years and years to never get this, and the fact that I did is incredible.
But it's incredible, but luck to me is always available when you're prepared for it and when you're
Isn't there a saying
good
about
at something.
that?
I'm sure it's way more eloquent than what I just said. But
but there's a saying about it, like success is luck plus preparedness, or like Einstein said it. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, you
but
don't get a lot of luck
on Facebook.
Sitting in your home, not going out there, not trying new things. You don't get a lot of luck. Come knocking on your door, say, "Hi, would you like a radio show?"
Go get it.
You have to go out and get it, and you go out there and get it as a mom too, which is not an easy thing to do. You have 2 small children, and a family life, and you get up at crack of dawn in the morning to go to work. How do you balance all of that?
I don't. I just did a panel. I was just asked to do a panel with Club Mommy, and they're a local organization for moms in LA. And I was on a panel with incredible women, the women who did Sleepy Planet, and these successful psychologists, and my friend Lori who owns Belly Bandits, and all these women. And the panel theme was, how do you find balance? And I was like, am I here to be the example of what not to do? Am I the comic relief? Because I have no idea how to find balance. And I don't. Things fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't see my kids for a whole day. Other times they're lucky enough that I get to take them to Chicago with me to see Mary Poppins open, because that's what my job is. And what a great opportunity we get to do together. And so it may not always be balance right there at that moment that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
But when you step back and see the grand scheme of things, you'll see the balance. It's there. And so every day I don't feel like I'm doing it right, and things fall through the cracks and I mess it up. But that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I feel like, you know what, if you're going to go on a panel to talk about balance, they might as well put up a cot and let me sleep there, because that's where I'm going to find my nap time and my balance together.
Gosh. I love naps. I just took one in my car.
Oh, see, no, I have to let you go here in a second, but what I want to touch on quickly is your mommy blog that you do. Because you're writing about all of this.
I love this. Okay, so I've been a mommy blog cheerleader for years now, and finally people are just catching on. Which I'm kind of used to. And I was big on Twitter and big on Facebook. This is the thing that I've been doing since 2008. And it's sharing for moms, about moms, with moms, and empowering moms. It's so much fun to be a mom blogger. It's a great big community that I enjoy. I know my friends over at Headline News are doing a lot of things in the mom space now, which I appreciate, and I'm often on TV with them talking about mom stuff and weighing in. It has just been so wonderful for moms to take our name as moms, put it on something, and be proud of it. We're not in the back. We're not hiding the fact that we're moms or trying to be like,
we have a voice. We're an important part of this community. Absolutely.
We have a huge part of this community.
And you're a great example of a mom out there doing things and being fantastic. How do people follow you on Twitter? How do they find all of the things you're doing?
Everything is super easy. I don't have like fancy names. It's Kristin Cruz. It's at Kristin Cruz on Twitter. It's Kristin Cruz on Facebook. And on Coast 103.5 every morning, my blog is right there. You can listen to us with your iHeartRadio app anytime and find me. I am usually up all night and never sleeping.
I hear you. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for being on Broad Topics.
Thank you.